أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم صلى الله تعالى على حبيبه محمد وآله وسلم. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to our segment on Surah Yusuf. Inshallah, today we will cover the 7th Ruku of Surah Yusuf, verses 50 to 57. May Allah grant us the ability to understand the true meanings of the Quran by the grace of His Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ameen. With this dua, let's begin the 7th Ruku of Surah Yusuf. Verse 50. And the king said, "Bring him to me." But when came to him the messenger, he said, "Return to your Lord and ask him, what is the case of the women who cut their hands? Indeed, my Lord is knowing of their plan." This verse continues from where Prophet Yusuf interpreted the king's visions to the ex-prisoner. When the king found out, he immediately called for him to be brought in his presence. However, Prophet Yusuf requested for the king to first reinvestigate his case for being imprisoned. Let's go on to verse 51. He said, "What was your affair when you intended Yusuf from himself?" They said, "God forbid, not we know about him any evil." She said, the wife of Al-Aziz, "Now is manifested the truth. It was I who intended him from himself, and indeed he is of the truthful." As the investigation took place, the women stated that Prophet Yusuf did not commit any evil act, and the wife of Al-Aziz confessed about her ill intentions and actions. Prophet Yusuf was deemed innocent and truthful in all respect. Let's go on to verses 52 and 53. That he may know I did not betray him in his absence, and that Allah does not guide the plan of the betrayers. And I do not absolve my soul. Indeed, the soul is enjoined to evil, except whom my Lord bestows mercy. Indeed, my Lord is forgiving and merciful. Prophet Yusuf wanted to prove to Al-Aziz that he would never betray him in his absence, because those who plan to betray never get guidance from Allah. He further stated that despite his innocence, his soul, or nafs, was not free from blame, because the soul urges towards its evil desires, except on whom Allah bestows His mercy. We get a glimpse of the character of Prophet Yusuf from these verses. As a sincere servant of Allah, he was humble and never ascribed purity to himself. That is for Allah to decide. Let's go on to verses 54 and 55. And he said the king, "Bring him to me. I will select him for myself." Then when he spoke to him, he said, "Indeed, you are today established and trusted." He said, "Appoint me over the treasuries of the earth. Indeed, I am a guardian knowing." The king was impressed with the noble character of Prophet Yusuf. He proved to be trustworthy, accountable, knowledgeable, humble, and loyal. The king released Prophet Yusuf from prison and made him his confidant. At his request, Prophet Yusuf was appointed to manage the treasuries of the land, making it clear to everyone that he was trustworthy, knowledgeable, and one to be respected. Knowledge is power, and we can see that as we read these verses. Prophet Yusuf was confident in his abilities because he knew that he possessed the knowledge and wisdom required to do the job well. He was not shy to let the king know his strengths and that he could be relied upon. First, he won the king over by proving his innocence, and once the trust was built, he took the opportunity to ensure his position. Let's go on to verses 56 and 57. And thus we established Yusuf in the earth to settle therein wherever he willed. We bestow our mercy who wills it, and not we let go waste reward of those who do good. And the reward of the hereafter is better for those who believe and are mindful. Allah made Prophet Yusuf the ruler of the land, where he could live and manage as he wished. He had to overcome many hardships along the way, but he never let them deter him from the straight path towards Allah. He was blessed with the shadow of Allah's mercy because he never disconnected himself from Allah. And it is clear from these verses the success that one achieves from doing that. And the reward of doing good does not end in this life, which is just a temporary life. It continues in the hereafter, which is by far a way better deal for those who believe in the message of Allah and always stay mindful by protecting themselves from all kinds of evil and persistently doing good. This concludes Ruku 7 of Surah Yusuf. Let's briefly go over what we discussed. Prophet Yusuf was acquitted of all accusations, released from prison, and granted a high status by Allah's mercy. Through his self-awareness, determination, and exceptional character, he proved to be humble, trustworthy, loyal, accountable, knowledgeable, and wise. It is necessary for us to reflect upon and follow the exemplary example of Prophet Yusuf to be steadfast and have piety, so Allah can bestow his mercy on us as well. May Allah grant us the ability to understand the Holy Quran and its true meanings in light of the life and guidance of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ameen. Thank you for joining us for this segment. Until next time. Sadaqallahul Aliyyul Azim. Allah speaks the truth, the exalted, the great. Sallallahu ta'ala ala habibihi Muhammadin wa alihi wasallam.